Formal letter before claim. Sent via email only. Date: the 14th of July, 2026 to Ian Parkin Coates, Director, Motorcraft Adventure Developments Limited, Doncaster, United Kingdom. Concerning vehicle: MAN VW 8.1364x4 overlander. Registration number: C707XRT. Letter before action. Dear Mr. Parkin Coates, RE Notice of Intended Court Proceedings, Motorcraft Adventure Developments Limited. I write to formally notify you of my intention to commence civil court proceedings in England and Wales against Motorcraft Adventure Developments Limited. This letter is sent in accordance with the Practice Direction for Pre-Action Conduct and Protocols under the Civil Procedure Rules, CPR. As you are aware, a 7-day deadline was previously issued to resolve this matter, expiring at midnight tonight, Tuesday the 14th of July 2026. In a final attempt to resolve this dispute alternative to litigation, I hereby extend a strict and final grace period until 9 a.m. on Thursday the 16th of July 2026. Your company must agree in writing by this deadline to rectify the severe defects detailed below. If a satisfactory written agreement is not received by this time, civil court proceedings will be initiated immediately and without further notice. 1. Technical breach, structural failure, and gas tank hazard. The core of this claim rests on critical, non-compliant structural modifications executed by your factory. These modifications violate manufacturer guidelines, rendering the vehicle fundamentally unstable, dangerous, and entirely unfit for purpose on road or off-road use. The vehicle is constructed on a factory-engineered, flexible open C channel ladder chassis designed for high torsional twist. Motorcraft Adventure Developments Limited failed to install the mandatory independent 3-point or 4-point pivoting kinematic subframe, Zwischenrahmen, required to isolate the habitation box body from these extreme chassis forces. Instead, your factory installed a rail-to-rail system that is welded and bolted solid, locking the elastic chassis rigid. Furthermore, the gas tanks have been bolted onto welded frames directly between these rigid chassis rails. Because the chassis is mechanically barred from twisting as designed, severe, unabsorbed kinetic stress transfers directly into the gas tanks and their mounting framework. This structural restriction creates an active, catastrophic safety hazard under standard operational off-road conditions. According to the official engineering specifications provided by MAN Germany, subframe mandate, an independent, flexible intermediate subframe is strictly required to mount a rigid body onto the chassis type. Rigid mounting risks: splitting a subframe into halves and rigidly bolting them together using flat fish plates directly violates MAN's historical and current assembly guidelines. Chassis damage: restricting the natural torsional twist of the chassis causes severe material fatigue, localized stress concentration, and a catastrophic risk of the main chassis rails cracking or splitting. Your company has reportedly bought and resold this specific vehicle at least twice in recent years, implementing structural modifications that actively violate these foundational automotive safety standards. 2. Additional defects and substandard workmanship. In addition to the primary structural failures, the vehicle exhibits multiple severe workmanship defects that fail basic road safety and UK MOT standards. Corrosive paint application: chassis paint has been sprayed directly over flexible rubber bump stops, bushes, plastic fuel lines, pipes, and gas lines. This has caused the rubber and plastic components to degrade, crack, and leak air. Hazardous wiring: live, uninsulated electrical wires were left exposed inside a metal casing, creating an immediate electrical arcing and fire hazard. Unsecured cab seating: the secondary seat, sourced from a HX60, was left completely loose, with the mounting bolts entirely undone. Mechanical faults: severe fuel line placement issues exist where diesel feedback pipes are burning against the engine block, alongside an active pinion seal leak. 3. Communication restrictions and separate claims. Please be advised that I will not enter into communication or negotiations with your head of operations, Robert Dillon. This restriction follows a recorded audio-video incident from 2025 during which he subjected me to actionable, defamatory verbal abuse. Separate, concurrent civil legal proceedings are currently being prepared against Mr. Dillon personally and professionally regarding his capacity at your firm. Accordingly, all future communications regarding the vehicle or these legal matters must originate directly from you, Ian Parkin Coates, or your designated legal representative. 4. Summary of required action and remediation terms. To avoid immediate legal action in the civil courts, Motorcraft Adventure Developments Limited must confirm in writing by 9 a.m. on Thursday the 16th of July 2026 that it accepts full liability and will completely rectify these engineering, structural, and fuel system defects as these issues arise solely from your company's substandard workmanship and regulatory breaches. The remediation must proceed strictly under the following terms. Collection and transport. Motorcraft Adventure Developments Limited must collect the vehicle from my location at its own expense, utilizing your company's low-loader lorry transport. Strict timeline. All remedial work must be completely finished, and the vehicle must be returned to me fully operational within a maximum statutory timescale of 30 days from the date of collection. Zero cost to claimant. Your company must cover 100% of all costs, parts, engineering works, and transport fees. No financial burden will be accepted by myself. Technical compliance. All remedial work must align fully with official MAN technical specifications. If you fail to respond or to accept these terms in writing by the aforementioned deadline, I will issue court proceedings without further notice. I will seek remedies including, but not limited to, the full cost of independent third-party engineering works, compensatory damages, statutory interest, and full court costs. Yours sincerely, Darren Hunt. Email for service of legal documents. Mail to 12345 Born Free at gmail.com.